Do you ever have those moments where you're talking to a potential customer, you absolutely know that you can help them, you can see exactly how you can help them, you're really excited to work with them, and yet somehow they're just not quite getting it? You can tell that for some reason they're not quite grasping just how much you can help them, and so they're wavering. Or do you have those moments where you've got a great prospect, it comes time to talk about price, and you kind of feel the butterflies going, you're flinching a little bit, and you just feel nervous when it comes to talking about price? Now, I see these things happen all the time, but the underlying reason why this happens is because of a lack of clarity about the value that you deliver. Because it's the value that your customers buy. That's the reason they're coming to you. They're not bothered about the specifics of what you do or how you work or what your process is. They're not really that bothered about your background, your qualifications, or your credibility. Yes, of course, they want to check those things. They want to make sure for themselves that you are at the level that they are looking for, and that they consider that you can deliver what it is you promise. But the absolute crux for a customer, and the reason they will buy, is because they understand the value that you deliver. But what I often see is people who can't articulate that value, or really just aren't very good at getting that message across. Very often it's because we're very British, so we like to be very humble, we don't like to blow our own trumpets, we don't like to take too much credit for things, so we tend to be just that little bit reserved in actually saying, this is how good I am and this is what I can do for you. But that's what you've got to do if you want these customers to buy from you. So here are a couple of things to think about. If you feel like you're not that great at articulating your own value, the thing that a customer really wants to understand is, what is it that they're left with after they do business with you? So you could class it as the afters. That's the thing that they really want from you. So think about, what's the impact that you have? What is the difference that you make for your customers? Because that's what value really is. Think about things like the headaches that you save for your customers. Do you save them time? Do you save them frustration? Do you save them complexity? Do you save them throwing the computer out of the window because, yet again, it won't do what they want it to do? Do you just save them 3 months of faff because they're trying to get something sorted in their business, which is not their sweet spot, but which you could sort out for them in a flash? That's value. If you help them to improve themselves or their business in some way, then you make a difference, you have an impact, and that is value. So really think clearly about what is the value that you create for your customer, and don't be afraid to shout about that value, because that's what will attract additional prospects to you. It's what will help potential customers make that decision to actually buy from you. So think also about, if you struggle with this, think about what your customers say to you. Think about testimonials, think about even just throwaway comments or feedback that you get from customers. Very often casual comments that a customer makes to somebody else. Paula saved my life because she did X, Y, and Z. So often those throwaway comments can be incredibly insightful as to what your customer perceives your value to be. So think about, what do you save for your customers? How do you make their lives easier? How do you make them or their business better? What is the difference? What is the impact? What is it they're left with after they do business with you? So don't think too much about the process and the nitty-gritty and the qualifications and the detail. That's not what the customer's really bothered about. Think about from their perspective, what's in it for me? What am I going to get? How is this going to help me? And you will have all of this information, but you're possibly just not articulating it in a way that deems it as value, or explains it as value, or really demonstrates it as value to your customer. So hopefully you can follow my little hints and tips here. You can get super clear on the value that you actually deliver, and you can convert more prospects. Wouldn't that be fabulous? So hopefully that's given you a bit of food for thought. I would absolutely love to hear back from you if this video resonates with you. Of course, please feel free to share it with anybody else who you think needs to hear this. And if you've not already subscribed to the YouTube channel, please make sure that you do that, and then you'll be first one to get to see all of these new videos I put out. Thank you very much.